get my coffee put up.
No. Hey, say hey, Lisa.
Hey.
So we are in the car driving. Oh my gosh, heaven forbid I am driving and talking to you. But we're just short on time. We're on our way up to Dayton for this get-together, this conference, whatever we want to call that, that's happening tomorrow and Saturday. And the folks that have already signed up and registered and all that jazz, looking forward to meeting you. There are a number of people who've reached out to me asking if they can get in. It's sold out, and I think that they already have a, what do they call that? A list?
Waiting list.
A waiting list. So if you're not on that, I don't think there's a chance. But I wanted to speak to the folks that are going to be going to the tour. To my knowledge, Shopsmith has not allowed photography in that factory in some time. And so I can't show you the things that I would encourage you to keep an eye out for. But if you don't know this, many pieces of equipment in that factory were made back in the 1950s by the folks from Magna Engineering. And they built these machines in order to build the Mark V and the SPTs as we know them today. And they were mostly built from 10ER headstocks. So as you're looking at machines that look like they were custom built to perform a particular task, count how many headstocks you can see. Now, over the years, as those headstocks have worn out, many of the components have been replaced by modern drilling machinery. A lot of these things are taking a casting that already has a hole, and so they're boring them to the proper diameter. And then some of those are even now Mark V headstocks. So keep an eye out for headstocks, Lisa.
Yes.
It's kind of cool that, Shopsmith tools today make Shopsmith tools. There's another machine in particular
about right.
that takes the Mark V headstock casting and bores a bunch of things at once, and that's made up of a bunch of Shopsmith parts. One of my favorite ones, keep an eye out for the one that does the belt sander, the 6-inch belt sander, takes the sides of those and machines those. Again, that one's made up of a bunch of 10ER headstocks. Over on, I think it's the bandsaw line. I could be wrong about that, but as you start seeing some SPTs being assembled, or you see areas where they would be assembled, they have these little stands that they can build the machine on, and then they can slide it down to the next station. Those stands, some of them are the casting from the Shopsmith radial arm saw, where you can attach an SPT to the radial arm saw. Those are highly coveted and rare and hard to find, and you'll see many of them actually in use supporting those accessories. When you get to the area where the Mark Vs are going into their boxes, very close to that is the equipment that they use to align the main tables. The main tables have, for the last, I'm guessing 10 years or so, have gone out the door fully aligned. They didn't used to do that. And there's some really fascinating alignment tools that they use to make the fence perfectly straight, to make the miter slot parallel to the saw blade. Super unique in that they're doing all of that with those tools off of the Mark V. So when we do it, we're aligning it to a blade or to a sanding disc. They're aligning those things completely independent of the machine. So that's a fascinating thing to look at as you see that. You'll see some purpose-built equipment that is only made to machine the main table, so it surfaces the face of the table, it mills down where the insert goes, it cuts the T-slot. Very, very cool. You'll see some CNC, computer numeric controlled lathes that they use to turn, for sure they're doing some things on the controls on the sheaves. They balance those on a machine. They balance the bandsaw wheels on a machine. The last time I was there, they were playing around with some very light production of injection molded plastic as well. That's not something that's the norm for Shopsmith, but they were playing around with it, and maybe you'll see some evidence of that still. You'll see some boxes that contain components that are coming in from various manufacturers, and those sub-assemblies get then built into some of their equipment. I'm always looking at the boxes. I'm fascinated where they come from. You know, parts are coming from all over the world. Things get machined locally, and you know, it's just fascinating. Ask tons of questions, because again, if you can't take pictures, you got to record it all up here. And I would love for us to find a way to kind of compare notes. So we should think about that, whether you're commenting down below in this video or on the Shopsmith forum or the Facebook group. I don't know where, but we should share what we see. And I'm going to be in one of the earliest tours. We're going to be in one of the earliest tours, and maybe we'll put some feedback from that to give some hints to the folks that will follow us. I hope you're there. I hope we have a chance to record something with a few people. Don't know, but we'll see. Keep watching the community tab here on YouTube. Anything you want to add, sis?
It's beautiful here in Ohio.
If only we weren't in West Virginia.
Oh, we're in West Virginia still. It's beautiful here in West Virginia.
We haven't crossed the Ohio River yet. The leaves are all starting to change. It's really quite beautiful. All right, more to come. Make it a great day.